Oh, sorry. I guess I didn't add the other phone to the stage. Sorry about that. Well, welcome to prize night. Here we go. Didn't have it going. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Uncle Kenny is here for the first shooter. All right. He's qualified. Here we go. 6521 5610 or yo. Sorry, I had the audio off. I guess I had it backstage. And we'll get a 268. The 8 is on fire. All right. 268 Duracell. All right, let's go. 6521. And we got a 426. That's a front line. Winner. All right, so dice are moving. All right, shot has been taken already. Six, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 or yo. Looks like the 8 is dominating. And we got a 5. 1, 4. Horse and buggy 5. The old horse and buggy. Dice are moving. 1, 4, 5. Now we can hear Wiener. There we go. Let's go to work. Let's see if we can get some wieners. Here we go. And we got a 6, 4, 10 on the end. Uh, those dice are moving. We got the 10, the Impala, rolling in my 6, 4. Dun-dun-dun. All right. Here we go. And we got a 3, 2, 5. Front line. Wiener. Magic. Do you believe in magic? All right. Nice little hit. Dice are moving. And we got the 2, 2, 1, 3. Nice. $10 there. How much did we win? $9. Dice a move. 2-1. Prime time Deion Sanders. 21. 5, 6, 10 are you. And we got the 6. 2x4 piece of lumber. 26. Mark it up. Six, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 are you. And there we go. 5, 2, 7. All right. We're down 48. All right, let's see what happens. Hitting down around now. Let's go to work. All right. Let's get it. 2, 4, 2, 6. Going with the 2, 4, 2, 6 this round. And we got a 5 and 1 KitchenAid. All right. Those dice are moving. 2, 4, 2, 6. 4, 8, 10 or horn is what we're looking for. And we got a 2x4 piece of lumber. Winner. All right, so buckshot. 2x4 piece of lumber. All right, dice are moving. 2, 4, 2, 6. Mm, 3, 4, 7. Copy. All right. That's a front line winner. All right, dice are moving. 4, 2, 6. Gotta practice all the 6. Then we got a 1, 5. Mixer. Dice are moving. 1, 5, 6. The reverse mix. 2, 4, 2, 6. And we got a hard 8, the main point. Dice are moving. Hard 8, square pair. Fofo Bulldog. 2426. We got the 527. All right. What's the 13 up? 1495. Look like he's up 1,000. If we were to stop right now, he would win. All right, here we go. All right, DC round. 527. Change those dice. All right, 6465. This round. Here we go. And we got a 4610 on the end. All right, dice are moving. Awkward angle over here. There we go. Get the left hand rocking. 10 is the call. 6465. 5910 or horn. Oh my goodness. We are terrible. We are terrible right now. Okay. Dice are moving. All right. We got some people out already. Here we go. We got a yo, 6-5. So dice are moving. 6521, 5610 a yo. All right, can we get something going? We got to get something going here. We got one hashtag. And we got a 538. Five, 3, 8er, skater. Dice are moving. Five, 3, 8 was called. 6521. And we got a 325 secondary point. All right, those dice are moving. Five was the call. Magic Johnson, 325. Gotta get that 5, 6, 10 or yo before we move on. And we got the 314. Four is the call. Let's get it. 314. Single cup of Joe. All right, can we make something happen here? 6, 5, 2, 1, 5, 6, 10 or yo. We got the 617. All right. Buster 13 still in the lead there. Holding on strong. Let's get it. 617. New pair. Here we go. All right. All right, we're gonna try to buckshot whatever we roll. So whatever hits, that's the set we'll use on the next shot. Here we go. We'll start with the 6521. Oh my goodness, and that's a killer. Yep, that's a straight killer. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, sorry to hear about that, Caniela. Be safe. Here we go. We got the 5-4 Nina. Leninsky. Studio 54. The 9. In the club. All right, 6465. See if we can buckshot that 9. Then we got the 426. So we'll go with the 6521. Four, 2, 6. 6521. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got the 6, the main point. 5 and 1. Get your aid. All right, dice are moving. The mixation. 6521, since that was a 6. 5, 6, 10 or yo. Any of those, we keep the same set. We got a 1, 3, 4. 134, single cup of Joe. 31 flavors, Baskin and Robbins. All right, here we go. That was a 4, so we go with the 2426. 4, 8, 10 or horn. And we got a 426. 426 was the call. Dice are moving. Since that was a 6, we'll go with the 6521. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got a 134. Beautiful. Dice are moving. Baskin and Robbins once again. All right, that was a 4, so we go with the 2426. 4, 8, 10 or horn. And we got a hard 4, so we'll stay with the same set. Here we go. Dice are moving. Hard 4, deuce, deuce. Double cup of Joe. And that was a 4, so we'll stay with the 2426. See if we can triple shot it. 4, 8, 10 or horn. And we got the 8, the main point. 5, 3. Five, 3, 8. All right, that was the 8, so we'll stay with the 2426. 4, 8, 10 or horn. And we got a 10. 6, 4, 10. We got all the numbers in that set. 4, 8, and 10. Back to back. 6, 4. Rolling in my 6, 4. Dun, dun, dun. All right, we'll stay with the 2426. And we got the ace deuce, the toss, the sauce. All right. If you are here for the screenshot, you are eligible for the prize. Here we go. That was a 3. We'll stay with the 2426. That was a horn. 4, 8, 10 a horn. And we got a 6. 5 and 1 KitchenAid. All right. Those dice are moving. That was a 6, so we'll go with the 6, 5, 2, 1. And we got the 4. 1, 3, 4. Beautiful. All right, those dice are moving. We got the 4, so we'll go to the 2, 4, 2, 6. We got a 5, 3, 8, the main point. We'll stay with the 2, 4, 2, 6. Dice are moving. Come on, 8. Get off that wall. There we go. 5, 3, 8. 2, 4, 2, 6. We'll stay with it. 4, 8, 10 or horn. And we got a hard 8, the main point, once again, back to back. Beautiful. Dice and move. Hard 8, square pair. 0, 4 bulldog. We'll stay with the 2, 4, 2, 6. And we got a 5, 3, 8, once again, the main point. That's 3 in a row. 4 in a row for the points in that set. All right. We got a dice moving. 5, 3, 8 with the call. 2, 4, 2, 6. We're gonna stay with it. We got the 4, 1, 5. San Francisco. Dice are moving. We got the 5. So we'll go the 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got the 5, 1, 4. So we'll use the same set once again, buckshot. We got a couple buckshots in the series. All right. Dice are moving. 1, 4, 5. Horse and buggy. All right, stand with the 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 Rio. Too much rolling going on. The other one didn't even make it to the wall. 4, 3, 7. All right. 19 rolling, we'll take it. Made a little bit of money. All right, let's see what happens. Supervisor 420 up there with 1900. Oliver with 1661. Cheapono. I think T-Rep is the closest one that's eligible for the prize. Had to be here for the screenshot. All right, let's make it happen. Dice are moving. For 3-7 with the call. We'll go with the 2-4-2-6 to start off with, since that seemed like it was the hottest in that round. 2-4-2-6. Then we got a 9. Studio 54. All right, dice are moving. That was the 9. So we'll go with the 6-4-6-5. 6-4-6-5. 5, 9, 10 or horn. 6-4-6-5. 5, 9, 10 or horn. And we got the 8. 5, 3, 8. The magnet was on. It almost landed on that bad number. All right, dice are moving. 5, 3, 8. All right, since that was the 8, we're going with the 2-4-2-6. 4, 8, 10 or horn. See if we can knock that 8 back again. We got the 4 though, the secondary point. All right. Dice are moving. 3, 1, 4. Baskin and Robbins. Single cup of Joe. All right, stand with the 2-4-2-6. Since that was a 4. Looking for the 4, 8, 10 or horn. We got a hard 6. All right, hard 6. Dice are moving. 2 trees. Double tree. Rewards. All right, since that was a 6, we go to the 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 or yo. We got the 8, 6, 2, 8. Six, 2, 8 was the call. Duracell on the call. That was an 8, so we'll go back to the 2, 4, 2, 6. Popular set 2, 4, 2, 6. 4, 8, 10 or more. And 3, 4, 7. All right. One second here. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 7. All right, we got, how long do we have left? We have 13 minutes left. All right, dice are moving. All right. 2, 4, 2, 6. All right, we got the main point. 5, 3, 8. Dice are moving. 3, 5, 8. The 8 rocking out today. So is the 6. 2, 4, 2, 6. And we got the yo. 6, 5. 6, 5, yo. Those dice are moving. All right, that was a yo, so we'll go 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got a 9, 45. Coke 45, Billy D. Smooth. 45. Oh, 45. All right, 6-4-6-5. Since we got the 9, 5-9-10 or horn. And we got aces in both places. Those dice are moving. Private Eye, Eyeball Jones. Stomping in my Air Force One. That was aces. And that came out to 6-4-6-5. So we will stay with the 6-4-6-5. 5-9-10 or horn. And we got a 2-6-8. Front line. Winner. 2-6-8. All right, that was an 8. So we'll go with the 2-4-2-6. 4-8-10 or horn. And we got a 6-3 Nina. Nice. 6-3 Nina. 9 was the call. So we'll go 6-4-6-5. And we got aces once again. 2 craps. Dice are moving. Aces in both places. Private Eye. Eyeball Jones. We'll stay with the 6-4-6-5. 5-9-10 or horn. And we got the 9. The main point in that set. Front line. Winner. All right. Those dice are moving. We got the Nina. 3-6-9. Damn, she's fine. All right, here we go. That was the 9, so we'll stay with the 6-4-6-5. 5-9-10 or horn. And we got the 10. Hard 10. All right. Nice and moving. Or 10 is the call. Flowers, 55. All right. We'll stay with the 6465. 5910 or horn. We got a 639, the main point once again. Dice are moving. 6-3, Nina. Didn't. So we'll stay with 6465. See if we can knock that 9 down again. 5910 or horn. And we got the 5, the secondary point. 325. Oh. Dice are moving. 235, Michael Jordan in the building. That was the 5, so we'll stay with the 6-4-6-5. 5910 or horn. And we got the 9 once again. That's what I'm talking about, the main point. Beautiful. It's a moving. 6-3, Nina. Then and with the 6-4-6-5. See if we can knock that 9 again. 5910 or horn. And we got the 10. 6-4-10. We'll stay with it again. Front line. Wiener. Rolling in my 6. Oh, dun-dun-dun. That's a moving. 6-4-6-5 still. 5910 or horn. And we got the 5, the secondary point. Nice. Rocking the 9s and 5s with the 6-4-6-5, as it should. All right, so moving. 1-4-5, horse and buggy 5. We'll stay with the 6-4-6-5. That 5-9-10 or horn. And we got the 12 midnight. We got the tall. Beautiful. We got that all. Yes. Okay. Dice are moving. Midnight. Double sexy. The train. All right. 6465 once again. 5, 9, 10 or more. Then we got the hard 6. Hard 6 on the call. Those dice are moving. Hard 6 on the call. Double tree rewards. All right, that was a 6. So we'll go to the 6521. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got the yo. 6, 5 yo. We are on point. Dice are moving. We got the yo. 6, 5. 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 6, 10 or yo. And we got the 9. 4, 5 Nina. Code 45. Code 45 in the building. Dice are moving. Then Nina. 5, 4, 9. 6, 4, 6, 5. Since we hit the Nina. 5, 9, 10 or horn. We got the 5, 3, 2, 5 front line. Wiener. So we'll stay with the same set. That 6, 4, 6, 5 is hitting right now. And 5s and 9s. Dice are moving. 6, 4, 6, 5 still. Coming out. 5, 9, 10 or more. We got the 3, 4, 7 front line. All right. Reset that ATS. And dice are moving. right, reset. We'll use a 6465 since it's been prominent. And we got the 235, the secondary point. Nice and moving. Jordan, 235 in the building. 6465 once again. 5, 9, 10 a horn. Can we repeat that 5? We got the 8, hard 8. Uh-huh. Dice and move. Hard 8 was the call. Fofo Bulldog. All right, so since that was the 8, we go to the 2426. 4, 8, 10 a horn. See if we can knock that 8 back. And we got the 6, 4, 2, 6. So we'll go to the 6, 5, 2, 1. Or 2, 6. Blue 42. Blue 42. Hit. All right, 6, 5, 2, 1. Since we hit the 6. 5, 6, 10 or yo. Then we got a hard 8 back on the 2, 4, 2, 6. Nice and moving. Hard 8, square pair. Fofo Bulldog. All right, since that was the 8, we go into 2, 4, 2, 6. 4, 8, 10 a horn. Then we got the 9, 4, 5 Nina. We'll go back to the 6, 4, 6, 5. Dice and moving. Hope 45. Then Nina. We'll go with the 6, 4, 6, 5. 5, 9, 10 a horn. And we got the hard 8 right back. So we'll jump back to the 2, 4, 2, 6. They're flopping back and forth. Hard 8. Nice and moving. Hard eight is the call. 4-4 Bulldog. Square pair. We'll go to the 2-4-2-6. 4-8 tenor horn. And there it is, 6-1-7. Yeah, I'll end it all down 1,500. I was trying to beef it up. Looks like Jose Craps. I don't think he was in the screenshot, so it looks like, let's check out the screenshot. I might be wrong. Okay. Let's clear that. Let's get back to Crapsy. Let's see how many rolls was that. 27 rolls. We'll take that. 27 rolls with the tall, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. I was putting everything on the line for all those rolls. Yep. Let's see. I didn't see. Let me get my screenshot and see what I have here. I don't know what. Okay. Let's see if that makes a difference now. Will it let me see my photos? Can I see my photos? I guess I can't see my photos. Oh, is this it? This is it. Was Jose Craps in there? No, he was not. So no one will win the prize once again. And it will drop down to $10 next week. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what the amounts were, though. Couple good rolls. Let's check it out. What do we have here? All right. And first came Jose Craps. All right. Oliver came in second with 6,500. Supermiser 420. What's going on? 4,084. Jay Bizzle with 2,528. Fish Pig with 817. East Rock with 722. Poppy 718. What's going on? 374. CMJ Joe was in the building. I did not see him. All right, man. 251. Big Kitty Cat 38. What's going on, CMJ Joe? Big Kitty Cat, what's up? All right, Madrello was in here. I appreciate you coming. Nobody 366. New names, Rawdo 1818. Appreciate you guys joining. Please hit that like button for me. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Chipono, what's going on? Uncle Kenny was in the building. Mrs. Big Money. Now be Twan, T-Rep, Kaniela, Buster 13, Big Money Bill, Badger was in the building. Big Money Ray, and Dan J just popped in. All right, appreciate you joining. No one won this week, so next week it drops down to $10. $20 is the max we could get to, and then it reverses back down. So hopefully next week we have this amount of people playing next week. Be in the room by 9:45. So once I take the screenshot, you will be eligible for the prize. Other than that, if not, you help me save the money. So I appreciate you, Jose. Oliver Supervisor. Right on. All right. Hopefully everybody has a good night. I'm gonna jump over G and get in with G and shoot some a little bit. So see you there. Have a good night, everybody. Like I always say, life is like craps. You never know what rolls next. Peace. See ya. Have a good one.